7 things you can never change in a partner. Now, in fact, don't even try. Now, this is what usually happens. When a woman meets a man, they always hope that they can change them. When a man meets a woman, they always hope that they will never change. Unfortunately, the opposite usually happens. Now, 7 things you can never change in a partner. Number 1, their history. What they did in the past, that is long gone. You can never change it. In fact, you should think about the future. In fact, the Bible says, do not remember the former things. Isaiah 43 verse 18. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? Number 2, you can never change the relationship with their families. Yes, sometimes I see women try to change the relationship of their husband with their mother-in-law. That will never happen. This is someone that they have grown with, their siblings, their father and mother. You can never change that relationship. Now, Exodus 20 verse 12. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Number 3, their belief system. What they believe about God, what they believe about religion, what they believe about life. Those are things you can never change because it has been engraved and conditioned in their mind since they were young. Now, thinking you can change them at an older age, it's difficult. That's why you're told, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, because you'll be struggling with a belief system. Now, the Bible says in James 1 verse 5, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. Number 4, their personality, their temperaments, whether they are introverts or extroverts. Those things you can never change. Don't try and tell your person to behave a certain way. Tell them to be more social. How? That is not who they are born to be. You can never change some things. Bible says in Proverbs 16 verse 32, he who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. Number 5, hobbies and interests. Now, each and every one of us is born with things that we desire to do, things that we enjoy doing. No matter how much you try and change them, they'll always have that inclination to do the things that they enjoy doing. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 10, whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might, for there is no work or thought or knowledge or wisdom in Sheol or death to where you are going. Number 6, weaknesses and vulnerabilities. Now, you can never change someone, especially if they have a certain weakness. Only themselves can change themselves. All of us have weaknesses. We are all born with weaknesses. There are some with weaknesses in lust, others it's greed, others it's pride, others is a desire to be recognized, others are seeking for fame, others are struggling with things called anger, pain. We all have our own weaknesses, and you can never change anyone unless they allow themselves to be changed by God. Only the grace of God changes people. Now, the Bible says in 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9, my grace is all you need, for my power is the greatest when you are weak. Psalm 73 verse 26, my flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Number 7, their mindset about life. Now, how people think you can never change. Even Jesus said, whoever wills, it's about your mind. You can never change people's mind. If someone thinks about cheating, you can never change their mindset about cheating. If someone thinks of themselves as poor, you can never change their mindset on finances. If someone thinks themselves as successful, that's all they become. In fact, look at what happened. The children of Israel, it was difficult for God to change their mindsets. Bible says that he had to take them around the desert. It actually took them 40 years, something that you can actually walk for 40 days and nights, but it took them 40 good years. Actually, from Egypt to Israel, it takes only 2 days driving. Actually, it takes only 2 hours flying there. But these guys took 40 years. Why? Because of their mindsets. Bible says in Exodus 13 verse 17, for God said, if they face war, they might change their minds and return to Egypt. This is God was saying. He wanted to take them through a shorter route. But the Bible says that if they faced war on the shorter route, so God led the people around by the desert road towards the Red Sea. That's what happens. There are things you can never change. So the best thing you can do while you're selecting a partner, pick someone that you can work with. And then pray to God that they might change.